Okay, on this abbreviated episode of 30-Minute Mechanic, I'm just going to kind of walk you through some of the stuff I've got going on here. I'm not going to make a long video today, so buckle up, let's go. All right, we are having a hard time with the clutch here. Like, I've watched some videos on how you're supposed to adjust it and everything, but I was coming up with, like, the arm would move. Like, I got it pointed at the right spot. You can see that. It'll focus in the right spot. Got it pointed at the right thing, but the arm would move before it would push on the actuator pin on this side. And so I was like, well, what's going on? So I took something longer, stick in there, and yeah, I mean, it bottoms out. And when you move the arm, it moves. Okay, so that end is all working like it should. It's something from here, out, that's not right. And the only thing it could be is, okay, there's two rods in here. There's one that comes from the clutch actuator, this way, and then there's a bearing, a small ball bearing that this one rides on back in there. And I think my bearing has fallen out somewhere. I think I saw it on the floor the other day, but I didn't know what it was. And I think I actually picked it up and tossed it into one of the mini trash things because, you know, it's a ball bearing and it could come from anywhere in here because there's plenty of stuff going on. So I actually ordered a bearing. I think it was 99 cents. So I'll have one of those little balls, and I think that will take up the extra slack because I can bottom this bolt out right here as far as it'll go in, which it shouldn't have to go in that deep. And then this arm turns, turns quite a bit back here before it ever contacts this. So there's some space in there that needs to be taken up, and I believe that space is the little ball that goes in that hole right there. So I guess when I was messing with stuff and banging on things, the dude fell out, and it's probably laying here on the floor somewhere, staring at me, laughing, or saying, "Hey, I'm over here." But yeah, it's easier just to get a 99-cent ball and get it here and stick it in and move on. Okay, the other stuff I'm doing. Forks. All right, my fork seals, I think maybe should be here tomorrow. And fork seals and dust seals. So maybe tomorrow we can put these back together. I also, as far as the axle goes, I said, don't be a dummy. Don't drill this out or do something goofy. Just order a YZ125 axle, and I did. And I got, I put it in my watch list on eBay, and the person sent me an offer lower than the price, 25% lower, in fact. So I was like, sure, I'll take that for $15. So I've got a YZ125 axle, and that'll finish up our front end, all the parts we need for our front end. So look for seals tomorrow. Put the seals in, get the forks mostly assembled, and I actually probably fully assembled tomorrow. So that'll be a good step forward because I'm tired of looking at it like that. Oh my gosh. Now, as you'll see here, this is the other thing I'm completely dreading. I've got some new tires for it. I don't know. There's some weird brand I've never heard of. You know, when I was looking for tires, inexpensive was the operative word. You know, I went with an intermediate terrain tire because the place where we ride is pretty sandy. So it was an intermediate tire that kind of has a nice little scoop looking thing to it. So maybe it'll work pretty good out there. But I'm absolutely dreading trying to get these off, particularly that front one, because I'm 100% sure that it's the original front tire and it's hard as a rock. So I may have to resort to dynamite or something to get it loose. I don't know. Just changing motorcycle tires is not my favorite job. I really get frustrated with it sometimes. So that's what's coming up soon, is putting new tires on. Okay, last thing I want to show you. Gaskets. Look, I have gaskets now. Big thanks to Gasket King. Those guys operate, whoops, dropped one. Right there. They operate like a company should. Ordered the gaskets, and like 2 days later, bam, they're here. And they came packaged like crazy, super good. So I was very, very pleased with Gasket King. So if you need gaskets, give those guys a shout, and hopefully you'll have as good actually, I think there's one more still hiding in there. Oop, there he is down in there. Okay. Hope you'll have as good a luck as I did with them. The other guys just never shipped my stuff and never act like they really cared that they didn't ship my stuff. So kind of frustrated with them. But gaskets are here. So once we get the clutch sort of figured out right here, which I'm pretty sure it's the ball. I think I'm missing the ball in there. Get the ball put in there, and I get everything assembled, and then pull the lever up here, and actually maybe the clutch will move, because it moved before. Okay. I know that it moved before because I would squeeze on the lever and the clutch plates were stuck. Oh, great. Did you just see that? Oh, brother. Okay, was not expecting that to happen. The old clutch plates were stuck, as you might recall, to the steels. And when you'd squeeze on the lever up here, you would see it actually try to spread apart on this side, but they're all stuck, so only part of it would release. So something's changed, and I think it's the missing ball. It's probably around here on the floor, like I said. I have no idea. Well, that's going to do it for 30 Minute Mechanic today. Kind of got y'all up to speed on what's going on here. Hopefully I can get that little ball in and get this stuff all put back together. Man, I'm itching to start putting stuff back together on this bike and making it look like a full motorcycle again. But, you know, sometimes we run into problems, and that's just how it goes. So, like, subscribe, tell your friends, ring the bell, and we'll see you next time. Bye.